Hello, welcome back to my channel. So if you are new here, hi, welcome, I'm Kavina. And basically today what I'm going to be doing is sharing my new latest obsession. I think I'm like way behind in the coolness of this because I'm pretty sure this has been around for years and years and I literally only heard about it. You can hear my new baby's excitement about this. I only heard about it like maybe a week and a half to 2 weeks ago, and I'm obsessed. That is bullet journaling. So if you are already ahead of the curve and know what bullet journaling is, good for you. I definitely had not heard of it until one of my new mom friends had told me about it about 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago now, and she was like, you definitely seem like the bullet journal type. And I was like, what is a bullet journal and why am I that type? A bullet journal, people, as I've soon discovered, basically is a place to brain dump, which I love it for. If you are a avid list maker or like, you know, putting together your own planner for your day-to-day stuff, or having somewhere to be like creative, it can basically be whatever you want it to be. And for me, I'm an obsessive list maker. I make a list every day, even now on maternity leave, when technically speaking, you know, my only job is to take care of my baby, who clearly is delightfully fine, and very thrilled, by the cat right now that's playing with him. And so, tails are exciting. In case you didn't know, my 6-month-old can tell you that it's just extraordinarily fascinating to watch a tail go by every few seconds. So in terms of the bullet journal, one of my new friends showed me hers and I am obsessed. So basically, what you have in a bullet journal is completely up to you. So to give you an example of one of the pages, I've made a list of all the books in 2021 that I want to read. So I've made this pretty picture of a book, and it just lets me put in all the books that I've read. And I'm just one of those people who likes to know, like, how many books have I read lately? Which ones were good? What TV shows have I been watching? How many have I been binging? You know, what are my finances each month? How much did I spend on food? How much did I spend on my electricity bill? What kind of dinner meals could I make? What cleaning things are on my to-do list? What's in my calendar? I'm one of those people who just likes having lists of everything, but it's extraordinarily dumb to me to have, like, you know, a list on my fridge, a list by my bedside table, a list in my car. Like, I just have all these lists everywhere and this like running list in my head all the time. And this bullet journal has become like a place where I can dump all of those lists into one place, have it be aesthetically pleasing, and it ends up being like this relaxing, kind of like a mindfulness thing. Like, it's just something that I can be satisfied that I'm not going to forget it, or, you know, not track something I want to track, like my headaches or my pain, which is a whole other, that's a whole other video. Currently working on which autoimmune disease that I have, and apparently it's wickedly complicated, but I have something and it's debilitating. But anyways, the bullet journal has been this excellent place where I can just kind of have like very aesthetically pleasing lists. And so what I'll do is go through my bullet journal and let you know that you can do this as well for the low price of like probably $5. I got this from my local Kmart here in Australia for $5, and so it's literally a book with dots in it, so you can just see all those little dots along each page, and that just kind of helps you be a bit more precise in whatever it is that you decide to do, either a list if you're doing a list, or if you're doing some sort of design or whatever on your page. It can be whatever you want. Like, some people go insane and it's like this beautiful, you know, piece of art. Other people literally just use it like a notebook and just write whatever they want to write in there. Same way you'd use a sticky note. Or you can do like me and go somewhere in between all of that. So because it's been a week and a half and I've already gone crazy making so many pages, I already have like 50 pages. The first page, which I have not done yet, is going to be my cover page. But the next page is my table of contents. And so I basically listed out everything that I've made a page for, and what page it is. because like I said, I went crazy. So to give you an example, I got a solar system installed on my roof, and because here in Australia it's quite, not only is it great for the environment, but you can make your money back on solar systems pretty easily because there's so many beautiful days of sunshine here. And so I just wanted to track based on the amount that I paid for the system how long it takes me through each bill that I get, because I'll get either a discounted bill or I'll get a credit if I, make so much energy that it gets sent back to the system, and it gives me a credit for my electricity. So I just wanted to track how long it basically takes for me to make the cost of the system back. And so that's, one of my pages, like I showed you before. This is, the books, and it's just aesthetically pleasing. Like, I mean, look at that. That is a cute book. And so I love it. Like, it's just one of those things that I want to know what I've been reading. I want to remember great books that I've read, and what a cute way to do it. And then, so that's what I mean about, like, this can be whatever you want. It could just literally be like, for example, a list on a page, where it's literally just like make tick boxes and, do something super simple. Or it can be this like pretty thing that you draw up. So I just did a film strip of all the TV shows that I've been watching and binge watching, and I just keep track of them. Because I just like to know what, Netflix shows I've binge watched that year. And whenever I want some like good mindless TV to play in the background, I know which ones based on my star rating that I loved and would just play again in the background. So, it's fun to just, have your creative side and outlet, and, have your lists. And, like I have this like savings page that I really like, where I could just keep track of how much I'm saving and how long it takes me to get to my ultimate goal of what I'm trying to do. Again, I have a picture of all the movies I've watched this year, so fun popcorn thing. Another one for me is dinner ideas. We can never think of what we want for dinner, and so I can just flip to this page, and as we come up with more ideas that we like, I'm just putting more confetti on the page and come up with more ideas. You can, meal prep and meal plan, so you can have like little sticky notes for each day of the week, or in like a sticky note placed here for your shopping list, so that you're not like obviously reading the book and like crossing things out and whatnot. You can just have removable things, and so I can like make my shopping list here for whatever it is I decide to make, and then just rip off the list, whatever sticky note, and take that to the shops. And then I have like, my period tracker. Again, autoimmune issues, need to figure out what's up with me. And then I have like, I'm tracking like everything that I feed my baby, because now that he's having solids, you just have to work out what he might not be allergic to, or what he has issues with eating. And so I just keep track of what I fed him, so that I know what he hasn't tried yet, so that I know that when he goes to daycare or something like that, I can be wary if there's something he hasn't had yet, and he has a reaction there. I might know what might have caused it. And so I'm just keeping track in a, very simple list of what it is that he's eaten, so that I know, and so that my husband knows, what we need to watch out for if there is something that he tends to react to. I like knowing what I spend my money on each month. And so I just have like categories of food and how much we pay for bills, and thrifting is its own category because we go so often. Medication, because we both have the crappiest health ever. And so we spend a lot on medication, and then miscellaneous. And so it's so nice to be able to just track what we spend, because I just like knowing, because we're very budget conscious. Not because we necessarily have to be, but we like to be. Like if we can, save lots and lots of money and go on these, big epic trips, which is what we normally do pre-pandemic times. That's how we like to create memories. And so, the more conscious we are with our day-to-day finances, it lets us do things like travel around the world, which is what we love to do. And so I have I've created like a sparkly calendar for each month, so I can put in, all my baby's like bajillion vaccination appointments that I need to remember. They get a lot of vaccinations. I had no idea. We've gone like every month since he's been born. So I've made a calendar for each month. And it's just a super handy way to have like a planner in this book as well. So like this book is everything. It's, you know, it's my shopping list, it's my to-do list, it's my calendar, it's my brain dump. Like, it's so convenient. I'm building a shoe closet at the moment, so it's just like all my specs on what I want to build in the shoe closet. I'm making a Harry Potter themed nursery for my baby, and so just all my ideas of how to decorate the nursery. And it's just this fun, like, you know, way to brain dump. I've also put in, like, I do like making my to-do list each day as well, and I don't want to like waste the pages because it's already been like a week and I've used 50 pages. And so if I were to write like my daily to-do list, which is what I do each day, then I would waste the book like really quickly. And so I think there might be like 150 pages in here, maybe 200. And so what I've done is that I have this book of each day. It has like, it says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on it. And so I've cut that little book of to-do lists apart and cut out all like the days out so that I can still make my to-do list I normally used to write on that book. But instead I put it in here so I can write my to-do list, and then when I'm done with it, I can just chuck it. And then there's a bunch more in here. So that way I can keep going. So I'm still going to like decorate these pages more, but like I, you know, put like fun pictures that I like, or, you know, places I've traveled to, or paintings that I've painted as fun like placeholders for my list. So again, you know, if you're not aesthetically inclined, or you don't know what you want to do to make like the book pretty, or make it just a little bit more than just, you know, black and white lists, you know, you can do what I did, and I just I paint these paintings, but obviously I paint them in painting form, and I don't really want to paint in a book. And so I used to take pictures of my paintings as photographs, and then I'd take them to, like, back when I was selling my paintings, I would take them to like craft fairs or whatever, and like I'd have these on the table and they could pick which one they wanted, and then I'd go get the actual big heavy painting rather than haul like 100 paintings with me to a craft fair. So I'd just have these out, and then they could pick the one they want, and then I would sell it. And so I have all these photographs, which I love. It's also a cute way for me to remember my paintings when I have sold them. And so yeah, so it's just like this beautiful place just to keep like all my thoughts in one spot. And it's been absolutely fantastic, and it's just so cost effective, right? Like, I used to have like the Monday to Friday to-do list things that I wrote out everywhere. I have my shopping list stickies on my fridge. I've got my lists of, you know, things that my baby was eating on like a list on my bedside table, and like I had lists everywhere. So it's just this one cute thing that I can just chuck into my bag, and it's been utterly fantastic. So if you're getting started, I recommend just dive right in, because you truly, you can't go wrong. Like, there's two ways that I started. One, I looked up bullet journals on Pinterest, and that was chock full of ideas. It's how I got the first page, the very first page that I drew was this book page, because I saw that on Pinterest and was like, what a easy, fantastic thing to do. And so Pinterest is a great place to find bullet journal page ideas, because they have like exercise plan lists, or they have goal lists, or I can't think of anything else now. All the ones that I showed you in here, like weekly planners, like there's so many ideas in there. And so definitely Pinterest as stop number one if you're looking for ideas of what your pages could look like. And stop number two is I'm on Reddit, and Reddit has a bullet journal thread, and people post what they're working on or pages of their bullet journal that they're proud of each day. And that's where I got a lot of the ideas for the list, because I saw, you know, a lot of people, you know, like showing how to do like these fun fonts that are like shockingly easy, or seeing people you know, keep, you know, put together their spending logs, or like, they didn't have this, but like other people wrote out their like dinner ideas, in their own ways. And so it just gives you idea for pages. So it gives you ideas for pages, for layouts, for pretty things that you might want to include in yours. So Pinterest and Reddit, definitely two great places to look up. And like I said, for $5, and then I paid $6 for just a bunch of like pastel highlighters. So I just got like a handful of these pastel highlighters from Kmart for $6, and then also for $6 a package of 4 of these, they're called fine liner pens, and so pens basically that don't bleed through the page, which is obviously what you need. So if you're a very massive pen snob like I am, I hate pens that bleed through pages, and I want pens that write really finely and nicely. So I got these 4 of these for I think $2 at Kmart, and so they're absolutely amazing. Anko fine liner 0.4 millimeters is the one that I got. And yeah, like I said, the Anko highlighters are the pastel highlighters that I got from Kmart as well. And it's just so easy. Like I just pop this, which I also keep my you know, my lipstick in there and eyeliner in there. So it's not like it's adding too much more to my, you know, full purse. Like it's just this one book and this one pencil case that holds my makeup as well. So it's very handy to start. And so if bullet journaling is something that you're wondering about or thinking of getting into, I definitely recommend taking a look, because I was a little bit, not overwhelmed, but at first I didn't know what it was for or why people thought I'd be into it. Evidently people know me well and they were correct. But it's just for people who have either type A personalities or anxiety, or just get really, feel really overwhelmed. I get all of those things, by the way. I'm type A. I have truly terrible anxiety, and I hate feeling overwhelmed, and I feel much better if I feel like it's so manageable that I could just write it down on a list, and then it becomes like a step-by-step thing, and I feel less like things are out of control. This has become like my mindfulness tool, and so I feel better writing lists. I feel better knowing that all my thoughts are in one nice organized spot. I feel better that I have some sort of creative outlet, so that whenever, you know, with a newborn, which is full on, if I need a minute to myself, or if he naps and falls asleep in my arms, I can just quickly reach over and pull out my pen and my book and just, you know, write down whatever I want. You know, be it a new list, fill in some pages, whatever. And it's so handy and so helpful, rather than sit there with it, you know, a newborn or whatever your situation is, you know, in your lap and be like, oh my God, I have so much to do. I can't remember what I was supposed to do. I don't know how much time it's going to take me to do all those things. And it can quickly spiral out of control. Whereas I feel like this book has just really calmed me down for some bizarre reason, right? Different things work for different people. This works for me. I highly recommend it. So if you bullet journal and have some ideas for pages, feel free to comment down below. I'd love to know what kind of pages are your favorite pages in your book. If you have any questions about starting, or, you know, don't know what to get or what to buy, or are just nervous and have a question, feel free to comment below as well. But I love it. I hope you do too, and I hope this video was helpful. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye!